first one here at Rogers Center.
Go dummy, go beast, oh no. I go beast, go deep, I OG, oh no. I go deep, blood pressure, put heat, oh no. Put that 5 degrees, oh no. 500 degrees.
What's up guys, it's me Barnsey back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my personal team rankings for the 2020-2021 NBA season. This video took me a lot of time and effort, so if you enjoyed, please consider hitting that like button and turning on post notifications so that you do not miss any of my videos in the future. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so at my 30 spot, I went with the OKC Thunder. Unfortunately, the OKC Thunder had a terrible offseason, which was the reason why they went from a playoff team who had a solid chance at doing well in the playoffs to the last place in the NBA. Their starting five consists of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Hamidou Diallo, Lou Dort, Darius Bazley, and Al Horford. The Thunder's best player here is obviously Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, as his only real shot is Al Horford, but at his age and his position, he just doesn't really match up well with Shai. The Thunder's best six man is George Hill, and their best rookie is Aleksej Pokusevski. Personally, this team could have been better if they made some more choices, as Al Horford was their only big piece here, and drafting Darius Bazley. At my number 29 spot, I went with the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons starting five consists of Killian Hayes, the rookie, DeLon Wright at shooting guard, newly acquired Jeremy Grant at small forward, Blake Griffin at power forward, and also acquired Mason Plumlee at center. Personally, this team, considering being known for having a great front court, their front court's more their weak point this year, as Killian Hayes and DeLon Wright is just as good, if not better, than Blake Griffin and Mason Plumlee. Despite Blake not slowly starting to decline, he still remains their best player, as I do believe that can be Killian Hayes, but he's just not ready. But their best six-man is Derrick Rose, and to be honest, I think it was very early to have Killian Hayes start right away, as I think they could have given Derrick Rose a bit more of a chance. And evidently, their best rookie is Killian Hayes. I feel like if they filled in the holes in the lineup, such as improving DeLon Wright at shooting guard, this would be a decent team, but not for now. And also, paying Mason Plumlee that contract is ridiculous. Alright, so at my number 28 spot, I went with the New York Knicks. Personally, this team's improved, in my opinion, but I just can't see them finishing ahead of 28. Their starting five consists of Austin Rivers, RJ Barrett, Kevin Knox, Obi Toppin, and Mitchell Robinson. Their choice drafting Obi Toppin was a really good decision, and I could see him thriving in the league in the future. And additionally, I could see RJ Barrett having a breakout season and nearly making the All-Star team. However, I just can't see them, due to their young lineup, I just can't see them making the playoff spot, which is why I had to put them here. In my opinion, though, I think the best player on their team is kind of a toss-up between Mitchell Robinson and RJ Barrett, and their best six-man is Elfrid Payton, and their best rookie is obviously Obi Toppin. To be honest, I could be a bit disrespectful for putting the Knicks this low, but I mean, judging their past, I just can't see them finishing ahead of this spot. At the number 27 spot, I went with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and as you may notice, this is where the lineups start to improve a bit. The Cavs starting five consists of Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, Isaac Okoro, Kevin Love, and Andre Drummond, and as you may notice, this team is a lot better, as they have K Love and Drummond at their 4 and 5 spot. This is a really solid lineup, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them finish in a playoff spot. However, just judging on their young roster, I just don't know if they'll have the clutchness to make it there. Their best player, honestly, it could really be a toss-up, but I think the safe bet here would be Kevin Love. At their sixth man spot, I put Cedi Osman here, as he's a solid guy off the bench, and their best rookie is Isaac Okoro, who's a great offensive and defensive threat. At my number 26 spot, I went with the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings starting five consists of De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Marvin Bagley, and Hassan Whiteside. As you may notice, this lineup hasn't really changed too much, as their only addition has been Hassan Whiteside, which is a solid spot pickup. Their 1 and 2 guards are Fox and Hield, which would lead the team, and their young core really allows them to have a lot of potential. Out of the two, though, I would say De'Aaron Fox is their best player, as he is so fast and he's really good at getting buckets. Really crafty player. Their best six-man is their former center from last year, Richaun Holmes, and really played a great role. Unfortunately, I think we had to put him on the bench here, as Hassan Whiteside is much better. At their rookie spot, they have Tyrese Halliburton to come off the bench and be really a great guard for them. At the number 25 spot, I went with the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets starting five is LaMelo Ball, Devontae Graham, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, and Cody Zeller. I'm giving props to the Hornets management, as they've really revamped this team from becoming one of the worst in the league to slowly getting up there. LaMelo was a truly great pick, and his all-around size and abilities at the guard spot is just truly special for his position. And then you pair that with Devontae Graham, who nearly made the All-Star team last year, with Gordon Hayward, who in his Utah days was averaging over 20 points per game. This is a solid lineup. Their best player, though, out of all of them, I'd say would be Devontae Graham, as he demonstrated that he could really take a good role as the Hornets' best player this year. Off the bench, they've also got one of the best guys in the league in their bench spot at Terry Rozier. And I think he really has a good shot at winning Sixth Man of the Year, as he's truly underrated and a really good pick for them. And their best rookie is obviously LaMelo Ball. I believe this lineup's better, really good, but I just think we should give it some time. At my number 24 spot, I decided to go with the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls starting lineup consists of Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Otto Porter, Lauri Markkanen, and Wendell Carter Jr. This team is a really good all-around lineup. There's Kobe White to do all the little things, Zach LaVine to score the points, Otto Porter to be the deadly shooter in the corner, Lauri Markkanen to lock in on defense, and Wendell Carter to own the rim. In my opinion, though, the Bulls' best player is Zach LaVine, as he truly is their MVP and has put up 20-plus points over the last couple years. Off the bench for them, they got Thaddeus Young, and their rookie is newly drafted Patrick Williams. Unfortunately, I'm not going to give them too much props because they didn't do much in the offseason, and the Patrick Williams pickup at number 4 could have been improved significantly. At my number 23 spot, I went with the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves starting five consists of D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Josh Okogie, Jake Layman, and Karl Anthony Towns. Led by D'Angelo Russell and Karl Anthony Towns, this lineup does have potential if they work together as a team. However, their really young core leaves me to believe that I don't think they'll be able to make it to the playoffs. Their best player here is Karl Anthony Towns, their best sixth man is Jarrett Culver, and their best rookie is the number 1 pick in this year's draft, Anthony Edwards. I believe this team can be great. I'm just going to give it a couple more years. Alright guys, at my number 22 spot, I went with the Orlando Magic. The Magic starting five consists of Markelle Fultz, Evan Fournier, Terrence Ross, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Vucevic. This team really has no holes. Markelle Fultz is looking like the early most improved player. Evan Fournier can score buckets. Terrence Ross can do all the little things. Aaron Gordon can guard the rim and play really solid defense. And Nikola Vucevic can be a beast off glass. In my opinion, their best player currently is Nikola Vucevic, as he can drop 20 on you and still be a very solid defender. And their best sixth man is Cole Anthony, who recently drafted. And their best rookie, as I said, is also Cole Anthony. I believe this team can make the playoffs. They just really have to work together and just really put in a great combined effort in order to achieve it. Alright, at my number 21 spot, this one is a little controversial, but I went with the San Antonio Spurs. Personally, you guys are probably questioning why I put this team so low and why I think they'll do so well, but I'll explain myself after I reveal their starting five. Their starting five consists of DeJounte Murray, Derek White, DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Jakob Poeltl. And you might be asking, Barnesy, how can a team finish 21st when you have Derek White and Jakob Poeltl in your starting lineup? Well, I'll explain why. First off, they have DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge, which is a very solid duo, for sure a top 15 duo, undoubtedly. Plus, add Rudy Gay and Devin Vassell off the bench as a great rookie and forward combination. And then you add that with Greg Popovich, who's shown many times that he could be the best and the most valuable coach in the league. And of the two, I'd give the best player to be DeMar DeRozan, and I think he'll have a step back year, despite the fact that he's had a couple bad years with San Antonio to start off his time there. At my number 20 spot, I decided to go with the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks team really has no holes. They have Trey to score all the buckets and really be the best young player you can be. They have Bogdan, who can shoot from anywhere and deliver you a lot of points. They have Danilo to do the same and lock down on defense. They have John Collins to do all the little things and can dunk on people with ease. And Clint Capella to be a beast on the defensive end and block and be a beast off glass. In my opinion, their best player is Trae Young, their best sixth man is Kevin Huerter, and their best rookie is Onyeka Okongwu. Honestly, if you look at this team's depth chart, I think they may have a top 5 bench in the league, despite the fact that their actual team itself is only 20. I believe that this team can be really good. I just think we have to give it a couple more years. At my number 19 spot, I went with the Washington Wizards. The newly built Washington Wizards consist of Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, Deni Avdija, Rui Hachimura, and Thomas Bryant. In my opinion, despite Bradley Beal averaging around 30 points per game, I'm giving the best player on this team to Russell Westbrook, as he can pretty much do it all on the floor. Other than this, their best six man is Davis Bertans, and their best rookie is Deni Avdija. I think this team has a lot of potential. Russ can do it all, Bradley Beal can score all the points, Deni can be the lethal shooter, Hachimura can defend, and Thomas Bryant can be a beast off glass. In my opinion, this team has potential and can maybe even make the playoffs. I just want to see what they'll do with how they manage Deni Avdija, Rui Hachimura, and Thomas Bryant. My number 18 pick goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies starting 5 features John Morant, Dylan Brooks, Brandon Clark, Triple J, and Jonas Valanciunas. In my opinion, John Morant is the best player on this team, as he can pretty much do it all. But other than this is a pretty well-built team. Dylan Brooks is the lethal shooter, Brandon Clark can do it all, Jaren Jackson Jr. can also do it all, and Jonas Valanciunas can be the beast on offense and defense. Other than these guys, their best sixth man is Justice Winslow, and their best rookie is Desmond Bane. I believe this team is decent, and when all these players have fully developed, I think this team can have a really bright future. At number 17, I went with the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers have a really good lineup, however, they did not make many moves in the offseason. Their lineup consists of Malcolm Brogdon, Victor Oladipo, TJ Warren, Domantas Sabonis, and Miles Turner. In my opinion, despite Victor Oladipo having a higher ceiling, I just think Sabonis is the most valuable on this team. Other than this, they have Aaron Holiday as their best player off the bench and Cassius Stanley as their rookie. I believe that if Oladipo, Brogdon, and Warren have similar years as they did last year and Miles Turner improving, I think this team can make the playoffs, but we'll just see how the season plays out. At number 16, I went with the New Orleans Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans lineup consists of Lonzo Ball, JJ Redick, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Steven Adams. This team, once again, is a very solid all-around team. Lonzo to do all of the work, getting points, rebounds, and assists. JJ Redick to be the lethal shooter. Brandon Ingram to get you the points. Zion to be Zion. And Steven Adams to be the beast off glass, offensively and defensively. I believe that their best player is Brandon Ingram, as he showed that he should be a force to be reckoned with in the NBA. And at their sixth-man spot, I picked Eric Bledsoe, as he was very solid with the Bucks, and I think this will continue on the Pelicans. Unfortunately, they didn't do much in terms of rookies, as their best rookie is Kyra Lewis Jr. I believe this team can be great, as they're all young other than Steven Adams, but we'll see how it plays out in the future. And rounding out the video, at number 15, I chose the Houston Rockets. The Rockets' starting 5 consists of John Wall at point guard, James Harden, Christian Wood, PJ Tucker, and DeMarcus Cousins. When healthy, this team can be one of the best. John Wall, we all know how well John Wall did when he was in his prime. James Harden is an MVP when he's playing his best. Christian Wood can average 18 and 10 in his prime. PJ Tucker can be a stud on the defensive end, and Boogie can be Boogie. Personally, though, I just think that it is a bit too risky to put this team any higher than this, as they have many players coming back from injury. However, their best player is James Harden, their best sixth man is Eric Gordon, and their best rookie is Kenny Wooten. Thank you all so much for watching my part 1 of my power rankings for the 2020-2021 NBA season. This video did take a lot of effort to make, so it would be great if you guys could please like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so that you guys do not miss out on any of my content. Plus, part 2 will be coming out soon, so please stay on top of that. We'll see you guys soon. See ya.